So we are on our second to last video for the Nooks and Crannies of Hunting series. So if you've made it this far in the series, you've learned quite a bit. And today is our second to last video of this series, which I have titled The Nooks and Crannies of Hunting. Today, I'm talking about my top 5 tips for beginners. This is not your normal beginner tip video. I'm not telling you to go buy this gear or do this or do that. This is a little bit more generalized, but kind of help you narrow down, help you get prepared for hunting. And that is my first tip. Be prepared. That could be prepared with your gear, be prepared with your weapon, and most importantly, be prepared with yourself. You know, being prepared with your gear, making sure you have all the right gear, being prepared with your weapon, making sure that your weapon is up to snuff, making sure that you can shoot that weapon correctly and efficiently and effectively, certain distances, scenarios, stuff like that, and be prepared with yourself, just making sure you are physically or mentally capable to do what you're about to do, because, you know, some people may not actually have that mental capability to take an animal's life. And that sounds really harsh, but that's kind of what happens when you're hunting. And maybe some people don't have the physical ability to maybe go out and hike 10 miles a day out in the Rockies or out in the mountains hunting elk or whatever you're doing. So make sure you're prepared with yourself, your gear, and your weapon. Second tip is know your surroundings. And when I say know your surroundings, I mean know the land. Whether that be looking at maps, looking at aerial views, or maybe it's a local area and you actually are familiar with the territory. Know your surroundings, know the land you're hunting. Know where houses are at, know where people are at. Maybe you might know some people in an area. Maybe they can help you find a place to hunt. Again, know your surroundings. Kind of goes back to our very first video on finding a place to hunt. Knowing your surroundings can be a huge help when going out and hunting, especially if it's your first time. Knowing your surroundings, knowing the land, knowing where deer are at and where they're not can really determine success or not having any success. Tip number 3 is know your quarry, or know the animal you are after. And when I say know your quarry, I mean know your quarry. Know where they are at, know where they are not at, know what they eat, know what they don't eat, know the behavior of the animal, know all these things, and it can help you get closer to the animal or find more of the animal. So knowing your quarry, knowing and understanding the animal that you are going after can really be a big help when going out for your first or second or third or 100th hunt. Now that you have these first 3 steps kind of down, and if you tackle these first 3 steps, now you need to execute it. You know this stuff, now you got to do it. Put it into practice. So this is my 4th tip. Move quietly and undetected. I made a video recently on noise pollution and how hunters, a lot of us, make a lot of noise and we don't even realize it, but noise pollution is a big thing that can ruin hunts. Hunt the wind. That's another thing. Hunt the wind, because scent is a big problem. Kind of goes along with noise pollution. You can scare animals away with noise, but you can also scare them away with your scent. So being able to hunt the wind, maybe putting a stand in a spot where the wind is not going to blow into their bedding area or whatnot. Hunt the wind. And that is one of my biggest things that I do, is I hunt according to the wind direction. I have multiple stand locations where I hunt, and depending on the wind, I will choose a stand accordingly. Now my 5th tip, it's going to sound kind of weird, but take your time, breathe, and execute. Just do those things. You've done the work, and now enjoy the time spent in God's creation. Just take your time, breathe, and execute. Put these 5 tips into action. Hopefully you will have a successful hunt this season. If you have not seen the past 5 videos, I think it was, go check them out. They are very more in-depth and detailed videos on certain specific topics. So if you're a new hunter, you want to get into hunting, go check out those videos. There is a playlist in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like, and I will see you tomorrow in our last video.